Really fun stuff coming up with Happy Nappers. I really like those soccer bots. That was so fun. I'm like, please don't let this presentation in. I'm gonna have to play with it after I get off air after my shows. Okay, speaking of something that's really cool, this is the first airing of the holiday season. So this is another item that you are seeing now for the first time this holiday season. It's the Go-Go Bird remote control flying bird toy. It really mimics a real bird. It looks like you're watching with your own eyes a cardinal moving. You get to pick a cardinal or you get to pick a parrot. Now this is great for ages 8 and up. We know that drones are very popular right now, but one, they're very expensive. Two, they're very kind of flimsy, right? As soon as they hit a tree, they're done. I mean, this guy, very durable. And then sometimes it's just hard for the kids, and we know that kids want that technology. I think this is a great way to introduce them into that, because this can go up to 200 feet away, which is incredible. So it can, I mean, your cardinal, your parrot can just really go. So an amazing opportunity for kids that are 8 and up who are really curious about seeing those drones that are out there, and you're just like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. This is a great introductory to introduce them to something with that technology. So if you want to get it, you just pick cardinal or you pick parrot. Now know that you have the flex pay, about $14 and some change will get it home. Know that you have until the end of January of next year if it doesn't work out. But I think if you're looking for items for some kids, maybe it's your own kids, maybe it's your grandkids that you're looking for, and you're just kind of nieces, nephews, and you're just like, what do I want to get them? Kids love stuff that is just hands-on, stuff that can just go into the air and fly. But without further ado, let's welcome in our guest, James Merton, to dive in. Hi, James. So great to see you.
Good to see you. Good morning. This is such a fabulous item. I'm so glad we've got it for you guys. Now, kids are fascinated by things that fly,
yes,
whether it is a drone or a helicopter. But like you said, they can be very expensive. They can be very easily damaged if they crash into something. What Zing have done, and Zing toys bring us incredible toys that ignite children's imagination, is create a flying bird toy that any kid can use, whether they are 7 or 8 years old and fascinated by the world around them, or 13, 14, 15 years old and really good at controlling things. Here's me, I flew this in a local park and we've slowed the footage down. Look how it just takes off and flies like a real cardinal. Now this is quite a unique offering we've got here, because it has 2 different flight modes. You can choose to control it using the built-in remote control that you have with you, or you can change it to autonomous flight mode. Autonomous flight mode is fantastic for younger children, or if you're flying near trees or outdoors or anywhere where there might be obstacles. So it kind of ticks both boxes for the younger kids and for the older kids. But for me, it's the wonder of seeing something that looks and flies like a real bird. And the thing that surprised me about this, and I saw this launch at the New York Toy Fair last February, and it drew such a big crowd. It comes with like a handheld remote with a trigger on it. So you press the trigger and it starts flying like a real bird. Now, obviously, I'm in a small space. If you're in a larger indoor space or outdoors, you just let go and it flies. But the battery life for me is the thing that lets a lot of RC toys down. This is very different to that, because it comes with a little battery. It's very small, just like this, and it takes just 20 minutes to charge, and it charges via USB. You get the USB connection included. That 20-minute charge gives you 15 minutes continuous flight time. Nice. But on top of that, we're giving you another battery. You're getting 2 batteries. So you are always playing whilst the other battery is charging. So if you've got 2 kids, maybe nieces, nephews, or siblings, they want to play together, they can each get 15 minutes of continuous flight time. Then you just change the battery. You get that little USB charger included. It slots into the bottom of the bird, and you just pull the trigger, let go, and off it goes.
That is super. Okay, that's a great thing to point out, that it does come with 2 of the batteries. And I love just how lifelike it looks. And just like James was saying, it's very true. Kids are very drawn to, and this is kids ages 8 and up. So that can even be, you know, that can include a 12-year-old that you want to give that to. Kids are really drawn to things that that fly. And the fact that this can go up to 200 feet away from you is really incredible. I love that it really mimics a cardinal and a parrot. Those are the options that you get to choose from, because sometimes we look at those things, they're like super bulky, they're heavy, of course they're not gonna fly. But you look at this and it really does look lifelike. So I'll take a gander at it, see if I can do it. Oh, I love that. And then you just, oh, look at it. Oh my gosh. I'm doing it. I love it. Okay, come back. Okay, come back. That was my fault.
But here's the thing, Nicole. It doesn't matter that it crashed into the wall.
I know, because it can still function. I'll go
Exactly.
get it. Let me go get it. But I love how it really mimicked a parrot. And what I just did to make it stop so it's not just still flapping when it's there, I just hit the trigger again and then it stops. So you see that it's ready to go. I pull that, it's a really big green button right in the front, and then I can let it go. Oh, come on, God, get up, get up. Nope.
Nicole, let me give you a quick tip. I'm gonna give you a tip, okay? On the remote control, you can see there's currently a green LED. You see that, right?
Yep.
On the little button next to the green LED, that small button, push that, the LED is going to turn blue.
Oh, yep, so
now
the light is a little light.
Now you're in autonomous mode. So now, fire it up, let it go, and it will help to detect things around you without crashing so much. See?
Oh my gosh, look how exciting that is. And then I just click the trigger for him to go. You know, it's almost, there's a lot of things that it can hit here in the studio, but just showing you just how fun it is. So if you take it outdoors, I think outdoors is the best thing. One, because we're always trying to get the kids to go outdoors more often. And two, this is a great way to interact with your children, your grandchildren. And then look, if you're watching right now and you're probably watching early this morning, Tuesday, drinking your coffee, eating your breakfast, thinking about, oh yeah, we do need to pick up things because Christmas is only about 50-something days away. It's super close. If you're like, I'm not sure if I would know how to do that, the kids always figure it out. And this is the first time that I've ever used it, and to actually be able to get it to really move around the studio is incredible. So you just pick, do you want the parrot or the cardinal? They're both vibrant colors that you can choose from. You get two little batteries. These are the very small little batteries, and there's a little hole right for the USB that you just kind of pop it in, and then you're good to go. But you get two batteries that come with it. You get the remote. Those batteries for the bird are rechargeable. 728-665 is the item number if you want to go ahead and pick this up. And James, I love that you mentioned that you saw that at this really big toy convention in New York that happens every year, because the things that are very popular there are always popular throughout the market, and then it's hard to find them because they're in high demand.
Yeah, it's the real indicator of which toys are going to be hot for that season. And when the whole toy industry is amazed by something like this, particularly at this price, a flying toy that all kids can use with the extra battery, with the altitude control, you can use outdoors, obviously not on a crazy windy day, but on a light wind, you're no problem at all. Large indoor spaces too. This is an incredible gift for kids, I'd say from around 8 through to maybe 13, 14, they are going to be really fascinated by this. I absolutely love it. My kid is 5 years old, and we were able to enjoy this together. So we go to the park, he'll help me, he'll pick it up and things like that. So I love this one.
Oh, it's so great. If you want to pick it up, 728-665 is the item number. You just pick if you want cardinal or you want parrot. James, thank you so much for joining us. I love